Hi, welcome once again. We're back in the Carpenter shop, trying to learn just a little bit more, deepening our faith, blowing off the sawdust of life, if you will, and hopefully discovering some things about God in ourselves. 1 Samuel chapter 12, verses 20 through 21 says this: "Do not turn aside from following the Lord, but serve the Lord with all your heart." Don't turn aside, and then you would go up after empty things, which you can't profit from, for they mean nothing. It has been over 50 years ago. The officials of Derry, New Hampshire, sealed items in a safe and deposited them in a time capsule at the old municipal building. When the time came to open the time capsule, several people gathered to see what memorabilia it contained. Some expected to find items connected to astronaut Alan Shepard, who was from Derry. Derry. But when the safe was opened, it was empty. Nothing was in it. The time capsule had been broken into. They said this: "I was a little horrified when there was nothing in there," said the director of the town's library, "and no one knows whether the contents were stolen." He goes, "I wasn't around, so maybe the whole thing was a hoax." 50 years in the making. 50 years of waiting to open up this time capsule in Derry. 50 years of getting to that point of thinking that there was going to be something of a historical significance to tie all of the pieces of the history of the town and life back together, and from those roots be able to grow and celebrate and discover new things. And there was nothing there. It's a goofy story. It does make you wonder what happened. It does make you wonder what was actually in the time capsule, if there was ever anything in it. And no one really seems to know for sure, because 50 years have passed and, well, no one's around that can remember it. It does dawn on me that wouldn't it be a shame to wait 50 years for a moment that never happens? See, some people live their entire lives putting off and waiting for that next thing, that next moment, or looking forward to an event that they think that once that event arrives, everything will change. And sometimes the only thing that changes is that they become more disappointed and disillusioned because life didn't work out the way they planned. The Bible constantly reminds us to invest our lives in things that have meaning, to invest our lives in the things of God, because when we do that, we know that there is something there and it is real, and it will provide for us that substance that we need, that foundation that we need to build a life worth living. It's my hope that you have a life that is worth living, that you are building on the truth of God's Word. And if you are, you never have to worry about coming up empty like they did in Derry when they opened up the time capsule. I look forward to learning with you, growing a little bit more with you, and sharing with you next time here in the Carpenter Shop.